Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're back with another crazy situation at one of my rental properties. We had a neighbor to this commercial property text me and say someone was in the building. They didn't think anyone should be in there. I said nope. They said they'd heard them in here yesterday and today and saw them in there too. So I came over here, called the police, and we attempted to get in there and see if anybody was in the building. Of course, we ran into a few problems along the way. Discovered that my lockbox had been completely destroyed and jammed open, and whoever had gotten in there had my keys. And so I went to my office to get extra keys. I had keys for the handle, but not the deadbolt for some reason. So that's something we need to always make sure we have extra keys to every building, even if we have keys in a lockbox somewhere. But because of that, the police couldn't get the door open. I had a screwdriver, some other tools. I couldn't get it open. They called the fire department to come get that door open so we could see if somebody was in there. Now, I thought, you could stick a screwdriver in that deadbolt, maybe punch it out, hopefully not destroy the whole door. The fire department did not have those same ideas. I'm still glad they're there. They helped out, but definitely some damage done along the way. I'm hoping, my revenue from videos and this crazy situation might offset some of the cost to completely replace this door because it is pretty wrecked right now. So, always happy to see people comment and watch my videos for a long time.
So if you turn the bottom handle, it'll open.
Quite a bit.
It's not the deadbolt.
But this property, like I said, was a commercial property. We had it rented to a smoothie shop for a few years. They moved out. I don't think they did very well. And we've had it for rent and for sale since then. We've had a couple people ask about renting it. No one's been interested in buying it. I think we're asking $270 for it right now. And we thought we had it rented, but then the people ghosted us after a few calls and showings, so not sure what's going on there. Now, one of the policemen did say they're looking for an arm wrestling club location, so maybe they could rent it as well. No. And interestingly enough, we actually had the SWAT team call us a few months ago and ask if we had any vacant properties they could do training at. And this is one of them we actually suggested, and they had it scheduled a couple times, but each time they had a real call that took them off and they couldn't do training, so they never did actually get to come in here and do any training. This took a while though. This property used to be a pawn shop before I bought it, and so they definitely made it extremely secure and very hard to get into, because most properties you'd be surprised how easy it is to get into them. In fact, there's a lot of properties I can get into with a simple credit card in about 30 seconds. So it's kind of, people might think they're more secure than they are. And it always is crazy to me when I see houses that don't have deadbolts, because deadbolts are definitely a major security item, definitely help. Just having a handle is not doing much at all, or just a handle lock. And of course, I also hear dogs are probably one of the number one security alarms you can have. So they had to bring in reinforcements, so they had more firemen come with more tools to try and get this door open. Some people had suggested calling a locksmith, having them come over. I could have done that. It was a Saturday evening though, and my thoughts were it could take an hour longer for the locksmith to come over. We've had locksmiths struggle getting deadbolts open before. If they do come on a Saturday after hours and spend a bunch of time there, it might cost just as much as a new door, maybe not. And like I said, it wouldn't be nearly as interesting watching a locksmith do that in the fire department. So we got in, and once this happened, I'll be quiet for a second.
That's okay. Watch. Can we watch here?
You're in the police department! Anybody who's inside, make yourself known!
So the police department was trying to clear it. Like I said, we did not know if somebody was in here or not. So what happened was the business next door is a Dr. John's, which is an adult shop, and they're actually super, super nice. And I talked to them before, but they texted me and said they thought someone was over here, and they said they'd seen people in the back. There's that ottoman there that wasn't out there before. They said they saw some people sitting back there one day, and then earlier today they saw someone in the building from the front glass. They walked by, saw someone in there, And there's also some weird boxes put up to block a window, which we'll show you too. And they'd heard people in there as well. So they're really, really sure someone had been in there. And then once I saw the lockbox was broken, I was pretty sure there was somebody, if not in there right now, then they had been in there very recently. So we all waited to see if anybody was in there. And if you heard that earlier, yes, that was the fire department asking if they could stay and watch. So they get excited for the action as well. Now, I'm not sure how long it took, but it took a little while for them to go through there. And they did come out empty-handed. There was nobody in there. But I'll walk through it and show you what it looks like here in just a second, because there definitely have been people in there. And then at the end, I'll kind of show you how I rigged everything to try and stop people from going back, because I did not have an extra deadbolt or handle with me, or a really super secure way to lock that door. So that was a little annoying. But that is a bunch of their stuff there. Random stuff. I know I shouldn't touch it, but I couldn't help myself because of the weird jaguar, panther, bear. I don't know what that red thing is. I don't think I want to know what it is. I was just being real careful not to touch stuff too much. But there wasn't any crazy damage, which is nice. They didn't just go through and just smash walls. But a lot of the walls are cinder block. So maybe they tried to smash one and realized that didn't work out well. Didn't see any damage there. This is where the weird boxes are, right there. So I don't know if they were sleeping in here and were trying to block the light out or what was going on. But then, yeah, that's some more of their weird belongings. Of course, lottery tickets. Who doesn't need lottery tickets? Yeah. Again, I just looked at that a little bit. I didn't want to rummage through it and get stuck or something like that. You never know. Again, I'm 95% sure that's their picture too. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway, of course, the bathroom. And, yeah, nothing too crazy, but definitely some signs of stuff going on there for sure. So that's always nice to see in your property. And then here's our main area. And it wasn't bad out here. Probably weren't out here because they knew they could be seen from the street. Now, one other frustrating thing is we've had this roof redone all the way, completely redone, and then it leaked. Brought the guys back, they fixed it. It leaked again. Now, we had a massive, huge storm a few weeks ago, and that's where that happened. But and we've been in this property maybe a week and a half ago, so it's not like we've just left it vacant. We have been here, but frustrating, the roof is leaking again. And the neighbors said the same thing happened to them. Their roof was leaking too. And ironically, I won't tell you exactly what they said. They said they'd keep an eye out in the property, and if they found the guy, they'd have a way to handle him. But it was funny but inappropriate for YouTube, that's for sure. And of course, they had a collection of rocks in a tray outside, a ship, a toy ship, old pizza, all the essentials that you need, a weird blanket. And yeah, so I talked to the neighbors on the other side too, which is a small church, and they said they'd had homeless climb their fence and break into there and go on the roof, but never in the building. So here's what the door looked like after I was done. I literally had a hand screwdriver and a screw that broke apart from the door jamb and managed to screw that in there, and then I put the ottoman against there and found some other stuff to stack against it, kind of like Blues Brothers style, a giant rock, a downspout cover, and so at least that's going to make it difficult for them if they try to come back in and get into the building. So I was going to stop back by there again soon, see if they had tried to do that yet, and then secure the door a little more. I have updates on this as soon as possible if they're back and anything else going on.